Las Vegas, Nevada has long been the proving ground for fighters looking to make their name, and tonight a new crop of fighters will get their opportunity to do just that, as Tuff-N-Uff 156 is presented by Motion Performance Pouches. 11 fights are headed your way live from inside the theater at Sahara, and it is going to be an exciting night that leads to our main card on UFC Fight Pass. But first, we start with our prelims with amateur action. Hey, everybody, I'm TJ DeSantis, along with the action man himself, Chris Curtis. And Chris, you never know what could be fight of the night. We might get it on our preliminary portion, and it's really from the backbone of mixed martial arts that the amateurs will come out and set the tone.
That's always the most exciting thing about MMA in general is the amateurs, guys up and coming. These guys are hungry. They're trying to prove themselves. They have something to prove to themselves, something to prove to you and me, and something to prove to the fans and Sean Shelby, everybody else in attendance. So you never know what's going to happen in the early part of a card.
Absolutely, and they look to prove that they're tough enough.
I mean, the name says it all. Tuff-N-Uff's been a proving ground in Las Vegas for longer than I've been here. I remember reading about this show when I was a kid, and now I'm here calling it, seeing people trying to make their name, make their bones here.
You never know what you're going to get on a Tuff-N-Uff fight night. Without further ado, let's get underway here live from Las Vegas. You're watching Tuff-N-Uff 156, presented by Motion Performance Pouches.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Meyer Brothers world-famous future stars of MMA. Tuff-N-Uff 156, Mullen versus Charlton, live from the Sahara Hotel and Casino on the world-famous Las Vegas Strip. Presented by Motion, for the fighters chasing greatness, the people building something bigger, and everyone who refuses to stand still. Always forward. Tonight, prepare to witness MMA's rising talent. The next big names ready for war, live and now. The cage is back and open for business. Let's get to work. Making their way to the blue corner, Edgar Lopez.
We are live here inside the Sahara Hotel and Casino for our preliminary portion of Tuff-N-Uff 156, presented by Motion Performance Pouches, and we see Edgar Lopez making the walk here for his 5th amateur fight. And while this is his 5th fight, Chris, he said he's had 6 fights in the last year, and that sort of jumped off the page to me. And then I saw how he said he prepared for this fight, and he said bar fights.
Well, I will say, I do love a guy who stays active, but I'm not sure bar fights are the way to go. But as a young amateur coming up, I do love seeing guys have 6, 7, 8 fights in a year. You're an amateur, there's nothing to lose, everything to gain. Stay active, be busy. Just don't know if you're in the right place, but you know what? I appreciate the spirit. I
mean, the amateur scene, it's come a long way over the last 15, 20 years. I mean, I grew up in the Midwest, Chris, where you would go to a mixed martial arts fight, get a little bit too drunk, and then go home with an 0-1 pro record.
My first 2 amateur belts I got at inside of a bar. I won my first amateur belt, I started drinking, and then they're like, hey, you want to fight again for the 205 belt? I won that one too. It's a different time.
Yeah. I'm actually surprised you had amateur experience, to be honest with you.
22 amateur fights.
Time for our next athlete's walk. We go back to Justin Bernard.
Omar Rusa.
Training out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Omar Rusa makes the walk here tonight. He won his debut by 2nd round knockout, which will not come as a surprise. A traditional Muay Thai artist now applying his trade in mixed martial arts, and he trains with the highly touted, highly respected Njokuani brothers.
Yeah, I mean, he's got an amazing set of Muay Thai coaches to support that background, especially in Vegas. I don't really think there's too many people better than the Njokuani brothers as far as coaches go. So he's out of with Njokuani as a freestyle Sniper Rusa, I'm very excited to see what he does. I'm very excited to see how well at this stage that traditional Muay Thai background translates to MMA.
You meant? Oh, go ahead.
I've seen hiccups. We've all seen hiccups.
Right.
So I'm wondering, like, how he's been prepared for this.
And you mentioned hiccups. That's what's so important about the amateur run here. You know, the record, you want to keep it intact. You want to keep the O there. But at the end of the day, it's about getting that experience and really, you know, grooming yourself for the next level. And, of course, that's being a professional.
That's the point of the amateur ranks. I tell amateurs all the time. I'll have amateurs ask me, should I take this fight, this fight? I'm like, hey, the best paid amateur makes them same as the worst paid amateur, which is 0. You're not making anything. This is just experience. Like, if you lose, cool, learn from it, be better. I'd rather you lose now than lose in the bright lights.
You're making a name for yourself, and, you know, for Russo, one of my favorite names is his nickname, the Sniper. You know, not really leaving any ambiguity about what he plans on doing inside the cage.
You get a Muay Thai guy and the Sniper, you know what's happening. You know what's happening.
Let's take a look at our tail of the tape for our opening contest here at Tuff-N-Uff 156. It is powered by Altered Nicotine Pouches. 21 years old is the Sniper Omar Rusa, 8 years younger than his opponent Edgar Lopez. Lopez stands 3 inches taller, on point for this featherweight fight. It is Lopez that will have a 3-inch reach advantage. For our official introductions, we go back inside the cage to the one and only Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first bout of the evening is scheduled for 3 2-minute rounds in the Tuff-N-Uff featherweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a mixed martial artist holding an amateur record, 1 win, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 144.8 pounds. Fighting out of Parker, Arizona, Edgar Watson Lopez. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He's a mixed martial artist holding an amateur record of 1 win, 0 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Omar the Sniper Rusa. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Matthew Beamick.
Matthew Beeman getting this featherweight assignment. Amateurs ready to kick off our night here in Las Vegas. TJ DeSantis along with Chris Curtis. Appreciate you joining us here for our prelims of Tuff-N-Uff 156, powered by Motion Performance Pouches. We are underway. The Sniper Omar Rusa in the black, Edgar Lopez in the blue.
At home, notice Rusa, the Sniper, is a southpaw. This is open stance, which is gonna, if you're not used to fighting against a southpaw, you're gonna leave yourself open. But right now, we're gonna see if bar fighting stacks up.
I mean, you can't fault the aggression of Lopez here early, but he finds himself tied up here in the clinch.
I don't know how much clinching goes on in bar fighting. I would assume a lot.
A lot.
But he's not doing bad here. Good balance, but good outside trip by Rusa.
Rusa showing his well-rounded approach here despite that Muay Thai billing. He finds himself caught up here in a half guard.
Well, Rusa does say his favorite fighter is GSP, and he wanted to learn that style. So being able to ground a guy, even if you're good at striking, GSP was a karate guy, being able to ground a guy, get your damage in, wear him out, is always a good style to have. Ooh, nice top pressure shots.
Yeah, trying to emulate George St. Pierre is Rusa. Grabbing a hold of that neck here, maybe framing up a choke early. Rusa, go ahead.
Could be a choke. Oh, yeah, he's left right hand's in, looking for a choke there. He could go to choke, cradle. He's got options from here. Like, with your back pressed against the cage, it's very hard to get moving once your head's kind of bent to your chest. So he's in a great spot here to buy time, do damage, or hunt that finish.
Trying to step over to mount here. Fails on it. Rusa in business. Utilizing that knee to the body.
He's really close to a cradle here. Like, this is Edgar's got to be careful. You do not want to get cradled right here. This is not the place to be. Amateurs can't. Ooh, beautiful knee to the body.
Good fight IQ here by Rusa as he's picking his targets wisely. Short time here as he's trying to take home that neck.
He can get across the bicep.
Solid first 2 minutes on display by the Sniper Omar Rusa.
Yeah, he did.
We're going to take a quick break, come back with more action. You're watching Tuff-N-Uff 156, powered by Motion.
Hollywood Smile Dental. Comfortable care and dental services you can depend on. From reconstructive to cosmetic at competitive prices. $7.99 for 4 wisdom teeth. $17.99 for implant abutment and crown. Free exam and x-ray for new patients. Financing options are available. Led by Dr. Kim and his staff, they have been handling the dental care of the Las Vegas community for years. If you want to have a Hollywood smile, you need to come to Hollywood Smile Dental.
Back inside the Sahara here in Las Vegas. 1 round down here between the sniper Omar Rusa and Edgar Lopez. The first round was definitely a good one for the sniper as he was dominant on the floor. And, you know, Chris, with these 2-minute rounds, not a lot of time to work. You get one good takedown, get your game going, your opponent is definitely on the back foot early.
Yeah, it's definitely I guess, monkey's paw of age. Oh!
Rusa comes high with that kick. It's a good body kick by Lopez.
Lopez has very low hands to be charging in like this.
Relax, get off the cage.
Rusa did well to recover, but yeah, these 2-minute rounds are a little bit of a monkey's paw to where you can get going, but you may not have time to do the damage you want. If you're on the guy on the bottom, it's great because you can't get beat up too much. But for the guy on top, yeah, you're winning, but you don't have the time to do the things you want to do. Beautiful. Question mark kick, beautiful.
Lopez acknowledges it. I really like the changeup here by Rusa. Was heavy with that ground attack in the first round, and now he's trying to showcase his Muay Thai here in the second.
Big swings by Edgar. Edgar is game. He does not care. He's
hitting himself.
He's very okay with damage, which you know, can be a good thing, can be a bad thing, but he is not shying away. It's a bit reckless and wide, but he's pressing the attack. He's trying to go forward. He's putting himself in danger.
On his bio sheet, it said, "What do you want fans to know about you?" His response was, "Just bleed."
Well, his leg's not going to bleed. He's going to fall off and keep taking these leg kicks. Rusa is chopping that right leg, that lead leg, repeatedly. Like, it's oh, man. So as a southpaw orthodox matchup, the outside leg kick isn't going to do as much as you think your traditional leg kick, but 6, 7 of those hurt. Like, Edgar's really got to, you know, he probably enjoys his clinch right now because his leg's got to be on fire.
Lock your hands, left leg hook.
Closing in on the final 10 seconds here of round number 2. We'll see if Rusa can secure a takedown in this clinch.
The stomach is there as well.
There we
the
go.
Stomach, make sure.
Some damage, Omar. Some damage to win the round.
Framing that forearm across the face. Time expires. And the sniper in firm control. Another great round for Omar Rusa. All right, our action continues here live from Las Vegas. You're watching Tuff-N-Uff 156, powered by Motion, always moving forward.
Diners, the Nevada Style Pub invites you to play the best tavern, keno, and video poker in Vegas. Promos are how we roll, so make the most of your gaming dollars here with us. Come play in our ongoing gaming promotions and receive daily free play, bonuses, and more. With a chance to win Knights, Raiders, and Aviator tickets, and big money with all those jackpots. It's not only the great gaming that Diners Pub has, it's the 24 awesome rotating draft beers and best appetizers to match. So join us in watching your baseball Aviators and all your home sports teams as we make history in Vegas. Diners, the Nevada Style Pub at 8410 West Cheyenne, 1750 North Buffalo, and Las Vegas Boulevard and Windmill. Diners, I love this place.
2 rounds down here in our opening contest of the evening, and 2 firmly in the corner of the sniper, Omar Rusa. But if we have seen anything from Edgar Lopez, it is a willingness to fight. And we'll see what he can do here in this 3rd round.
Yeah, Lopez has shown very little regard for his own safety, and I respect it. But from Rusa, he's been in control for 2 rounds. He's only got 2 minutes here to make something happen. I like that he can cruise to a decision, but I like to see him push the pace here and try to go for a finish. It's a good habit to learn is, you know, when you got a guy beat, finish him. Oh, Edgar is
not timid at all is Edgar Lopez.
Scrappy. Junkyard dog is what I would call. He just doesn't care, man.
In business here is Rusa, full mount with a lot of time to work.
This is where not being in a gym, being in a bar kind of hurts you. Like, Edgar's got to do something a little bit better than roll from side to side. Yeah, they're going to stop this.
Rusa piling up the punishment here. Lopez absolutely stuck, bleeding from the side of the ear. Really making these shots count is Rusa.
You get a minute and 15 seconds left. This is a bad place to be. There we go. Good stoppage.
And that is a wrap. Omar Rusa, the sniper, now 2-0 as an amateur. A flawless performance and a well-rounded performance, Chris. We saw it all. We saw ground game. We saw that beautiful question mark kick. Not much more you could ask from the sniper.
It's exactly what you want to see from a guy who's having his second amateur fight. He traded some blows, some good technique, hit some beautiful takedowns, top control. He got hit at the end here. Didn't panic, secured his takedown, went to work, and he aimed for the finish. That's exactly what you want to see from a guy who's 2-0 in his amateur career.
Yeah, and he does it in front of a fan-friendly crowd here in Las Vegas, training locally. And, you know, there can be a lot of pressure, especially when the guy standing across from you is bringing all the pressure, trying to put it on you. And, yeah, great fight to open up our night.
Good, great fight. And, it's crazy for Lopez, man. It's not the most traditional style, but, man, he is a gamer.
Clearly he loves to fight. All right. Let's go ahead and get the official time of the stoppage. We go to Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 49 seconds into round number 3, referee Matthew Beamick calls a stop to the fight for the winner by TKO, Omar the Sniper Rusa.
Omar Rusa getting it done. TKO in round number 3, and just a really great performance throughout. What was your biggest takeaway from his showing tonight?
He said himself that he admired GSP. He loved his style. To be a kickbox Muay Thai specialist and be comfortable transitioning to grappling, going for the finish on top, it's well-roundedness. It's something you have to be in today's game. It was a great showing.
Let's take a look at the motion fight recap here between the sniper Omar Rusa and Edgar Lopez. And we saw, again, just a well-rounded game from the sniper. He was striking on his feet. As soon as you thought that maybe he was going to hunt for that knockout, he changed things up. Beautiful question mark kick. I mean, that one's going to be on the highlight reel for years to come. But it was on the floor, ground and pound. Just amazing stuff here by Omar Rusa as he gets it done, moving his record to 2-0. All right, more action around the way. You are watching Tuff-N-Uff 156, powered by Motion.
Francisco Vasquez.
Francisco Vasquez making the walk for his 6th fight of his amateur run. It's his Tuff-N-Uff debut. Hails from Arkansas. Always good to get activity here as an amateur at Tuff-N-Uff, but to get on the road and to come out to the fight capital of the world, I just think a fighter can learn so much from that process.
Something you learn really early on is you can be the best guy at home, but until you're the best guy at somebody else's home, you don't really know how good you are. So I'm always really a big fan and appreciative of guys who are willing to travel and get out of your comfort zone. It's very easy to fight when everybody likes you, but it's kind of a little bit harder to fight when you don't know people and they're cheering against you.
You know, we're going to see a wide variety of levels of mixed martial artists tonight. A lot of young, hungry up-and-comers, but 37 years old is Francisco Vasquez III, and there's never a bad time to start your mixed martial arts journey, and he's fighting as an amateur late into his 30s.
Hey, I know a guy, his name was Gary Abner back in the day. Man was like 47 years old at his first amateur fight. It's never too late to start something you may love, and you know, like, he's here, he believes in himself, or wouldn't be here, so who am I to say? I'm 39, I'm rooting for the old man, let's go.
Hailing from Arkansas, it might not surprise you that his favorite fighter is Bryce Mitchell. We'll see if he puts on a Bryce Mitchell performance. Now, for his opponent to make the walk, we go back to Justin Bernard.
Kester Abad.
Here comes Kester Abad, training out of Las Vegas. This is his 6th amateur mixed martial arts fight. He's got a great finishing rate, 100%, as all of his wins come by way of stoppage. He plans on putting that to the test here tonight because his opponent also has a 100% finishing rate in all of his wins. And, you know, you can't go wrong with two guys that just get the job done when they get their hand ready.
Now, both of these guys obviously don't want to be here. They don't want to see judges' decision. They don't want to be here for 3 rounds. They want to come out here and just put a hurting on them. So the question is, who gets there first? Vasquez looks, he looks so locked in right now. So, you know, you can't take his age and to think, oh, this is it. Like, nah, man. Like, be afraid of an old man, the young man's sport.
For Abad, he has an 8-second knockout victory on his record. So not only has he finished everybody, he's done so at times in highlight reel fashion, and hard to follow up an 8-second knockout.
Nah, we all love 8-second knockouts, but you gotta know who you are. So 8-second knockouts are great, but it doesn't give you a chance to put what you've learned in the test. So those are all well and good, but you need your time in the cage, you need your experience. So like, we all love it, but man, like, you have to know who you are. You only get that by spending time in the cage. Absolutely.
Kester Abad finding himself as an amateur once again here tonight at Tuff-N-Uff. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape for this fight, contested at 125 pounds. Francisco Vasquez III, as I mentioned, 37 years old. A bit older than his opponent, Kester Abad, who is 29 years old, a 6-inch height advantage for Abad, and that translates to a nice little reach advantage for him as well. 73 inches for Abad, 68 for Vasquez. For our official introductions of this flyweight fight, we go to Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the Tuff-N-Uff flyweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a striker holding an amateur record of 2 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 125.2 pounds. Fighting out of Beebe, Arkansas, Francisco the Shank Vasquez. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He's a freestyle fighter holding an amateur record, 2 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 124.8 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Kester Abad. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Matthew Beeman.
Matthew Beeman getting the assignment. 3 2-minute rounds contested at 125 pounds. TJ DeSantis along with Chris Curtis. Appreciate you joining us here for Tuff-N-Uff 156, powered by Motion Performance Pouches. We are underway. Vasquez in the red, Abad in the orange, trimmed in blue.
Once again, we've got an orthodox versus southpaw matchup. So Vasquez in the red shorts, the right hand stance first, is southpaw. My only concern is seeing amateur southpaws usually means you're either left-handed, you're self-taught, or you're a wrestler. So we will see if my prediction is okay.
You mentioned standing with that left foot or right foot forward at times, left foot forward, and there are a lot of guys that stand southpaw because it's kind of their tell. They have that right foot as their shot foot.
Yeah, it's a lot of times guys who wrestle will stand right foot forward just because it's easier to shoot that way. But a lot of
my goodness! Another highlight reel potentially in the making.
Beautiful head kick. Beautiful head kick by Kester Abad. Wow, out of nowhere.
Well, how do you follow up an 8-second knockout?
And that's a better.
That's pretty good.
That was beautiful.
Kester Abad.
Vasquez went down, and he was rocked hard.
We talk about the future stars of MMA, Kester Abad. He's shining bright tonight here. Let's take a look at the highlights here. Chris Curtis, walk us through.
So Vasquez is kind of leaving himself open, and Kester just follows that left hand up his back. Shin hits the back of the hits the back of the head, and he went down hard. I could see his eyes, and he was just not feeling great. You see, boom, back goes down. That just wasn't a good time.
Yeah, we talked about the height and reach advantage for Abad. It's one thing to have it, it's another to use it. Yeah, safe to say he used it right there.
Yeah, that leg got up there. He didn't think he was in range. You get it up that high. He got it there pretty easily.
Phenomenal performance for Kester Abad, picking up his third win as an amateur in highlight reel fashion. For the time of the stoppage, we go inside the cage to Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 50 seconds into round number 1, referee Matthew Beeman calls a stop to the fight for the winner by TKO, Kester Abad.
Loud pop here inside the Sahara for Kester Abad, and for good reason. A lot of friends and family out here to support him, and
yeah,
he gave him a show.
Not 8 seconds, did it in 50, but man, still impressive. Under that minute mark, still very impressive.
Yeah, absolutely. Second knockout victory of his career, and one for the highlight reel. So that's 2 knockouts for the highlight reel. One in 8 seconds, and then that one, I mean, that was like it was out of a movie.
Yeah, it sounded like a gunshot going off. That was just absolutely grimy. He went down, backhand went down so hard, he barely knew where he was when he rolled over. Beautiful job by Kester Abad.
All right, more action coming your way after this. You're watching Tuff-N-Uff 156, powered by Motion.
Accidents happen fast. Recovery takes time, but your fight for justice starts now.
You need a law firm that fights harder and that can get you more.
Call Lerner and Rowe today.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Comes to your health, answers matter. At Pueblo Medical Imaging, we deliver advanced diagnostic imaging with precision and expertise. With 5 convenient locations to serve you, we provide MRI, PET CT scans, mammography, and more. Our experienced radiologists and dedicated staff focus on early detection and diagnostic confidence, so patients and physicians can make informed decisions sooner. To schedule your appointment, call Pueblo Medical Imaging, where advanced technology meets trusted expertise.
Welcome to the Meyer Brothers World Famous Future Stars of MMA.
Our team produces live mixed martial arts events here in Las Vegas, and we provide a platform for athletes to start their careers and hopefully make it to the UFC. After each event, we're uploading huge video files. Cox Business Internet helps us upload them to UFC lightning fast. We're a very small team with a global impact. Cox Business helps us get it done.
Trey Martin.
Our amateur action continues here live from Sahara in Las Vegas. It is Tuff-N-Uff 156, powered by Motion Performance Pouches. Andre Martin making the walk for his 5th bout as an amateur. A finish has eluded him thus far. We've had a night of finishes, so he hopes to follow in kind by picking up his first, but he's learned a lot there inside the cage as an amateur, going the distance each and every time, and that is one thing that is very important for an amateur. Yes, you'd love to get in and out very quickly, but you know, you want to get that cage time, and Martin has got every second of all the scheduled cage time he's been in there.
I always say, everyone likes to finish, everybody likes the crowd cheer, but you have to know who you are. The only way you learn who you are is by spending time in the cage. You know, he's got Ronnie Marks in his corner as head coach. You got a Vegas fight here, Syndicate versus Verado. He's got good people behind him. The finishes will come. But right now, he's doing something invaluable. He's learning who he is as a fighter. I'd rather my students find out who he is as an amateur before he turns pro, because once you turn pro, those losses count.
Yeah, you know, he's finding himself as a fighter, but he hasn't forgotten what got him into martial arts to begin with, and that was the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
That's why I'm sitting here right now. Power Rangers is Street Fighter. You know, we're a different generation.
Well, Andre Martin hopes to turn his opponent, Dennis Pino, into a putty.
I know the sound.
All right, time for his opponent to make the walk. We go back to Justin Bernard.
Dennis Pino.
Here comes Dennis Pino. His 5th fight as an amateur. Started by dropping his first fight and then has gone on a nice little run here. He's won 3 in a row, and you know, winning is contagious. Sometimes you can stack them up, and nothing better than walking into the cage with momentum on your side.
Momentum's great, but at the end of the day, Pino says he loves fighting. He's like, guys, I love to fight. I love fighting. I love the act of it. He's looking for a finish. Like, there's something different. Not many guys in this sport enjoy fighting. A lot of guys love to fight, love to win. A lot of guys love to compete, and some guys love to fight. Pino says he's a guy who loves to fight.
And he's been getting after it. You know, he started this journey in December of 2024 and already, you know, racking up tonight what will be his 5th fight. And, you know, that's one thing I think that martial arts, and mixed martial arts in particular, really provides for a lot of these young athletes is just a regimen to live your life. And if you're always preparing for a fight, it's hard to, you know, really slack off. You got to get in the gym, and he's been doing his part by taking fight after fight.
And that's the big thing. Once anyone can go become a fighter, but once you take it seriously, you begin to live a lifestyle, and it does hold you accountable. And you'll see guys who don't adhere to that discipline because the cage always tells the truth. So you see a guy who's out of shape, he's not prepared, he's rusty, the cage always tells the truth.
All right, time to take a look at our tail of the tape for this next amateur fight here at Tuff-N-Uff 156. 25 years old is Dennis Pino, 2 years younger than his opponent, Andre Martin. Martin is 4 inches shorter, and despite that, the reach is identical, 73 inches across the board. All right, time for our official introductions for this fight. We go back to Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this bout is scheduled for 3 3-minute rounds in the Tuff-N-Uff featherweight division and presented by Motion, always forward. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a mixed martial artist holding an amateur record, 3 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 147.2 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Andre Martin! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He's a mixed martial artist holding an amateur record, 3 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 145.4 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Dennis Pino! And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Matthew Beamick.
Matthew Beeman getting the assignment once again. Amateurs inside the Tuff-N-Uff cage as Andre Martin takes on Dennis Pino. TJ DeSantis along with Chris Curtis. Appreciate you joining us here for Tuff-N-Uff 156, which is powered by Motion, always forward.
Oh, our first close stance matchup of the night. Martin says he knows nothing about his opponent besides he said yes, and I respect that.
Martin coming out early, trying to chomp at that lead leg of Pino.
Well, it's smart. When you don't know your opponent too well, start low. Start low, start slow. Like, find out. You have to do some information gathering. A good way is to chop that leg, gather information, and keep him from moving.
He came high with that kick a moment ago after setting it up with those low kicks.
Lots of feinting from Pino. Good front kick to the body.
When we talk about the evolution of amateur mixed martial arts, you see that high-level sort of tactical approach, which really just wasn't on display to the level that it is now 10 years ago.
Yeah, it's changed a lot. Even from time when I was amateur to now, the style of coaching and what you're being taught has evolved to the point to where you have much more complete fighters. You see less guys taking a shot before they get in the cage and more guys spending the time in the gyms. with competent coaches and training partners. It's night and day difference.
And we're here in Las Vegas. I mean, we're spoiled with these amateurs working alongside some of the absolute best to do it in the world.
I couldn't imagine being a fighter in Vegas as an amateur when I was coming up. I love this. And, like, both these guys train in Vegas at two really well-known gyms. We got Parada and Syndicate MMA. So, I mean, they're some of the best places in the country. Good jab by Martin. Gets through.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of kicking offense here, but can't sleep on those hands or they'll put you to sleep.
Yeah, very patient approach from Pino. As I say that, he goes into the double leg. He's a chest wrap by Martin, so he can work his way up.
Trying to make sure he scoops that leg out and doesn't let him get a base underneath him, but Martin working back upright. Needs to
clears that. He drops back down. Well done.
Martin goes for the ride once again, settling into a half guard here as Pino.
Martin's got to move his hips, and you can't be flat on your back here. You've got to move your hips and start taking that risk. No one wants to get hit in the face, but you have to take the risk here. Yeah, moving. He's got to move his hips. Just keep. He's got to do something. There we go. Like, yeah, get to your side. It's a risk. You're going to get hit, but you're going to get hit regardless on your back.
Martin getting to a turtle position, but trying to lock up a choke here as Pino elects to
swings the back, rolls through.
Wow,
Beautiful.
nicely done.
They separate back to the center. Excellent scramble.
Yeah, just went all out for that scramble to get back upright. He does, and lands a nice chopping kick for his troubles. Now a shot of his own.
Head inside, though. It's going to be a little hard to finish, yeah.
All right, first round in the books. Two fun featherweights going to war here in Las Vegas. You're watching Tuff-N-Uff 156, powered by Motion.
UFC BJJ is back in action. Get ready. It is time to roll inside the bowl.
Andrew Tackett, this guy is a beast. He's fearless, and he is here to keep his belt.
But a win like this can change the life of Jonathan Gracie. Here we go.
Rebecca Lima, she is a world-class jiu-jitsu player.
But Brianna St. Marie is so elite. 2 championship belts on the line. Get ready to ride, let's
Our prelims continue here in Las Vegas for Tuff-N-Uff 156, powered by Motion Performance Pouches. We saw Martin taken down earlier in that round. He rallied to get back upright, but probably a Pino round for the judges.
It depends. I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure. Martin's activity has been a bit higher. Pino's being really patient here. And despite that takedown, you can give rounds away with lack of activity. Pino's got to pick up the pace a little bit.
How dare I throw out a scorecard? Because if I know anything, it's that I don't know anything.
Don't feel bad. I've never picked a fight right in my life, and I wanted to.
Trust me, I've seen you not get some decisions that you deserve.
Oh, yeah, it happens. Now, Martin says his favorite fight was Gustafsson versus John Jones, and he says he loves how hard that fight was and the way they fought and showed a lot. And he's comfortable here, so I can definitely tell he liked that fight. He's comfortable in this fight, and they're testing each other. Beautiful overhand right by Martin. Pino takes it. He's still fine. He's still fine. Good jab to the body.
Yeah, a lot of composure by both men. They know what they're in for, and they're going to war.
I like to see Pino kind of use combinations a little bit more. He's got a good jab. He's landing it well, but he's not putting anything behind it. Wait, slip and a miss.
You know, you see Pino be the taller man. We were talking about the height advantage for Pino, but the reach is identical.
Yeah, even still the same, the identical reach. He could be using his length a little bit more with that height because, you know, remember, Martin has the punch up. Takedown by Pino. Good job. Trying to lock up the legs here. Nope, gets the half guard. There's Martin.
Martin has been sneaky at times, working his way back to his feet. Gives up his back to do so.
Drag back down. Martin pops right back up. Tries to hit that roll again. Does not work. Pino settles the side control now.
See what he can do from this position.
Martin's got to stay moving. He can't settle. Worst place to be is settle on your back in side control.
Back to that front headlock position goes Pino.
Martin peels the hands and back to center. Good job.
The two high-level amateurs showcasing their skills here tonight.
This has been a very good fight so far. Like very well-rounded, both of them.
And Martin's done a good job at not accepting any of the positions that Pino has put him in. And he fires off a kick that gets a good reaction.
Yeah, I think Martin's leg may be getting a little chewed up here. He's switching stances now, trying to protect it from that calf kick. This scourge of modern MMA, his calf kick. A bit of patience here. Pino's got to move his feet. Martin's being the aggressor, and he's okay fighting in the center. Pino's got to move his feet. Ooh, good right hand clips Martin, but Pino, body kick.
Martin tries to fire right back at Pino. And now backing up as Pino's coming forward to finish this round strong. 2 rounds in the books between Pino and Martin. The third just around the way. Live from Las Vegas, you're watching Tuff-N-Uff 156, powered by Motion. Back here live in Las Vegas, the site of Tuff-N-Uff 156 here, powered by Motion Performance Pouches. I made the mistake of, cementing a round after round 1. I will ask the question, how did round 2 score?
If it makes you feel any better, you were probably right anyway. But round 2 is a little bit harder. I would probably lean Pino. He picked up the activity. If he wants to win this fight, for sure, he has got to start this round with the same intensity he ended the last round with.
All right, third and final round about to get underway. TJ DeSantis along with Chris Curtis live here in Las Vegas. Getting aggressive here early is Martin. Nice sprawl on display here. Turns it into a takedown attempt of his own. Comes high with the kick, does Pino.
Martin saved himself from tragedy right there, but he's stuck on the cage now. You don't have much time left. He's got to break this clinch and get off the cage. You've got very short rounds, guys. He's got to get moving.
Yeah, you said it. You know, if you allow these amateur rounds to get away from you, you find yourself with 2 opponents. One is Pino, the other is the clock.
Beautiful knee by Pino in the clinch there. This is when the height difference becomes a bit of an issue. Beautiful uppercut by Pino. Switches back to southpaw. Martin's got to get going. Yeah, ooh, as I say that, I'll just stop talking. It's fine.
Always a safe bet to lay out when you got 2 aggressive guys in the cage.
This has been a great fight so far. Lots of action. They're both going for it. But to these moments now, you can't let the clock get away from you. You got to be aware.
And that's the thing too. Tuff-N-Uff always delivers the action. We've had some finishes. Still time to get a finish in this one, but we're seeing a really good technical affair back and forth with a beautiful shot there by Pino. Martin stays upright, but gives up his back to do so.
He's got to break these hands and start turning. Yeah, he doesn't want to get driven down to his hands here. This is just going to burn the clock. He's not going to get finished from right here unless something goes horribly wrong. Hey, that's what you have to do. Use the energy. Use the energy now. You've got a minute and a half left, maybe. Use the energy now. Don't save it.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen a lot of scrambles in this one, and, it just takes one scramble to turn everything upside down.
If you're watching at home, do realize that because this is amateur, they cannot elbow to the head or knee to the head in the clinch. So right now, you're probably like, oh, why does he elbow him? That is why. Beautiful 1-2.
You heard that one guy screaming, knee, knee.
Yeah. There's always one guy. Pino's landing well here, very cleanly. Martin slowed down, reaching a little bit. Beautiful calf kick.
Ooh, a hard right hand finds a home for Pino.
Either one of these guys got 30 seconds to step on the gas. You got to step on the gas right now. One big shot's not going to do it. You got to put punches and strikes together.
Doubling up on that left kick was Pino. Now trying to get a takedown is Martin.
Shot far away. That rolls into the darts almost.
Short time here.
If he can bring his elbow to the ground, Martin's in real trouble.
Back standing, but still caught in the front headlock. The fight is over. Action-packed from bell to bell. Pretty confident is Dennis Pino as he goes over to his corner. A little bit of a look of frustration on the face of Andre Martin.
It's always a bit of a headbanger when it gets away from you.
Let's take a look at the Motion Fight recap. The Action Man, Chris Curtis, why don't you walk us through?
This has been a non-stop back and forth the entire time. Both guys have had their moments of just go, go, go. There's been beautiful takedowns, reversals, scrambles. This was an amazing display of mixed martial arts for two amateurs. You got clinch, knees, roll throughs, grabbies. But this has been an amazing display. But I think Pino was just a little bit sharper and a little bit more accurate, and I think that's going to get him the win here.
Judges tallying their 10s and 9s. Again, an action-packed fight from start to finish, and I like scrambles. What can I say? You know, I like my MMA like I like my breakfast.
Scramble.
Scramble.
Yeah. That was a beautiful display. Like lots of heart, lots of energy, lots of action, lots of energy. They both did really well here.
A lot of experience earned, but only one man will walk away with the win. To find out who that is, we go to Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. The judges score the contest 30-27, 30-27, and 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Dennis Pino!
Now 4-1, Dennis Pino picks up his 4th straight victory tonight. One that he can definitely be proud of as he had a tough Andre Martin in front of him. But it's the Syndicate MMA product that gets his hand raised, and just what a great night for him here in Las Vegas.
Very hard fought, well deserved, but no one's got anything to hang their head about. That was an amazing match. That was the best fight I've seen tonight so far.
All right, more action headed your way. Live from Las Vegas, you're watching Tuff-N-Uff.
For over 85 years, Labor's Local 872 and Las Vegas have teamed up to change the world of entertainment, sports, and economic development. Labor's Local 872 is a proud member of Team Vegas. From 1937 to today, Local 872 has been moving Las Vegas forward. Our members built the Hoover Dam Extension Bridge, finished City Center, expanded our roads, and made Vegas the biggest stage in sports. Vegas is ready. It's game time.
Owen Robinette.
All right, our amateur portion officially in the rear view. Our final fights here on the prelims going to take place at the professional ranks, and always exciting to see what the pros can do. And, you know, mainly we get to see some things that we didn't see as the amateurs were in the cage, and, you know, full use of elbows and knees.
Yeah, remember guys, at home, now that we switched from our amateur portion to our pro portion, we've got 5-minute rounds. We have knees and elbows to the head. And you should notice the pacing to be a little bit different. Pros tend to have a higher pace and a more controlled pace. So now we are in our full mixed martial arts portion of the night. And starting that off with Owen Robinette.
And he owns the nickname The Seal. You're a man of great nicknames, not just one, multiple.
I have so many nicknames.
But what's your thoughts on The Seal?
I want to know how you got that, because you either are given a nickname or you give yourself a nickname. Give yourself the nickname The Seal, I have questions.
Right.
That's a different set of questions. But if you were given the nickname, if you were given the name The Seal, what did you do to earn that nickname?
And is it the seal of like the sea?
Is it the animal seal or like the binding seal? What does this mean?
We have questions.
We have lots of questions.
We'll figure it out. Owen Robinette ready to go here in Las Vegas.
I want to know.
Arthur Duflo.
a submission specialist. All 4 of his wins come by way of sub. The 10th Planet Las Vegas Products, Arthur French Duflo. Also training with Extreme Couture. 100% finish rate, all submissions. I mean, safe to say we know what his bread and butter is.
We do. I know Frenchie. Frenchie is a ninja on the ground. He's always hunting that finish. So there's no mistake. This man wants to get a hold of a neck, a leg, a limb, anything.
He's been on the wrong side of back-to-back fights, and sometimes that really propels fighters to another level. You know, no one likes having lost their last fight. No one likes to be on a losing streak. We'll see if he can get it done here tonight, and safe to say, if he does so, might be a safe bet to pick a submission.
Losing a fight hurts. Losing 2 in a row lights a fire under you. So he's going to come out here tonight, I guarantee you, hunting that win. He knows he wants to win, he needs to win. For himself, his career, everything else. He's going to hunt that finish.
All right, a pair of lightweights are inside the Tuff-N-Uff cage. Let's take a look at the tail of the tape. It is powered by Liuna Local 872. 33 years old is Frenchie Arthur Duflo. He takes on the 25-year-old Owen Robinette. Robinette taller at 6 foot to Duflo's 5'10", and Robinette will have a 1-inch reach advantage. All right, professionals ready to go in the cage for our official introductions. We go back to Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this professional bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Tuff-N-Uff lightweight division and presented by Motion. Stay hungry, stay moving. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a mixed martial artist holding a professional record, 5 wins, 7 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 153.8 pounds. Fighting out of Hayden, Idaho, Owen the Seal Robinette. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He's a freestyle fighter, holding a professional record, 4 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 155.6 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Arthur French Duflo. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Chris Tione.
The veteran referee, Chris Tione, getting this assignment. Lightweights locked inside the Tuff-N-Uff cage. 3 5-minute rounds as we are to the professional portion of tonight's proceedings. TJ DeSantis along with Chris Curtis, and we are underway. Robinette in the blue, Duflo in the white, trimmed in black.
Duflo starting really fast here. Quick combinations, low kicks, right into the body lock, takedown from the outside trip. He knows where he knows how to win this fight. He knows where he needs to be, and he's not wasting time.
100% finishing rate, all by way of submission, and I think Robinette kind of needed the head there.
Yeah, he's got to be careful. He's got his head trapped here. He's not usually going to be in trouble here, but bad things can happen in this position. Robinette's working his way up to, is he trying to? I cannot see his, let me see. No, I think he's safe here, okay.
Duflo wasting very little time getting this fight to the floor. And again, into the pro rounds, he's got a lot of time to work here from top.
Interesting, Robinette, oh, there we go.
Wow.
I was wondering why Robinette would roll to be off the cage, but he's got that lock. That's pretty tight.
This would be crazy. Can he submit the submission wizard?
Oh, he goes into the darts. This is rough. Frenchie's got to make a choice here. He's got to belly down. This is going to be really bad, really fast.
Oh, he taps.
Oh, he taps.
My goodness.
Him.
The Seal, Owen Robinette, getting it done by way of submission.
Submitting the submission specialist. That was an impressive display.
Anything you can do, I can do better. And tonight, that was the case for Owen Robinette.
In a fight, anything can happen, and he just did what we didn't think would be possible.
I mean, not only did he do it, it's an upset in itself. Only 9% of people online win with Owen Robinette. I don't think any of them picked him to win by submission. Let's take a look at it in our motion fight recap. Chris Curtis, walk us through.
So he secures his body lock takedown from outside trip. Like I said before, his head getting trapped in here is dangerous. I was shocked when Robinette maneuvered off the cage to hit the roll. He had a sweep from here, and everything bad's here. This is nothing good happens. You see Frenchie gets his hips out here in a second, and he goes right to that Darce. Like that's, so he gets his hips out here, and this is when it all goes bad. That he's stuck. He's pretty stuck. He can't belly down, get his legs trapped. He's got no choice but to tap.
Unbelievable stuff. Upset victory, an even bigger upset in the fashion he gets it done. And what can you say about the Seal? He's got a style all his own.
Nothing but smiles from the Seal, man. That was a hard fought win. He earned it. That was I was not expecting that. He earned that, and he's nothing but smiles right now. Good for him. Joined by his wife in the cage, Jacqueline, I believe.
Very colorful, to say the least, is Owen Robinette getting it done here in Las Vegas. For the time of the stoppage, we go to Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 1 minute, 15 seconds into round number 1, referee Chris Tione calls a stop to the fight. For the winner by submission via Darce choke, Owen the Seal Robinette.
Owen Robinette getting it done.
Standing inside the cage with your winner tonight, Owen Robinette, making your Tuff-N-Uff debut here tonight against a very experienced Arthur Duflo, who is a submission artist himself, and you caught him at a Darce choke. How great does it feel to win? And walk us through your fight.
Awesome. I love the jiu-jitsu. I don't know, the Darce is my game, man. Yeah.
What was the game plan coming in against a very experienced Arthur Duflo?
The game, I knew he was going to be aggressive, so I wanted to work my jab, keep a distance, make him rush a shot, so I could work a head and arm.
Yeah, it was definitely back and forth, and when it got to the ground, it was a matter of who was going to get the sub first, and it looked like you were on top, and you sunk it in. It took a couple tries, but it looks like you got it. How great does it feel to win?
Awesome. Even better to win on this promotion.
Thank you. And hey, do you want to thank anybody out here tonight?
My Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, Trevor Prangley's AKA, my beautiful wife, Jacqueline. That's it.
You are now 6-7. We look forward to you competing again right here in Tuff-N-Uff. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner tonight, Owen the Seal Robinette.
Well, the Seal seals a victory via Darce over the submission wizard. What a way to get it done here in Las Vegas. As he submits the 10th Planet product, Owen Robinette doing big things here at Tuff-N-Uff 156. Don't forget our main card action headed your way later on UFC Fight Pass. Make sure you're up to date with your subscription. UFC Fight Pass, the biggest no-brainer in all of combat sports. All right, we're coming back here live from Las Vegas. You're watching Tuff-N-Uff 156, powered by Motion.
That's skill round?
At One Nevada Credit Union, we believe your life should be rewarded. You really can drive now and pay later. With a new or refinanced auto loan, you can skip payments for 90 days. Find out more about One Nevada Auto Loans at onenevada.org. Federally insured by NCUA.
Are you in the club? No, not that type of club. I'm talking about the 700s club. If collections, lates, and charges are holding you back, text 700 to the number below to get started.
Fix that. There you go.
We're back here inside the Sahara. It is a site of Tuff-N-Uff 156, powered by Motion Performance Pouches. What a night it's been already here in Las Vegas, and it continues. TJ DeSantis, the action man, Chris Curtis, and one of the best nicknames in all of combat sports. It is Pressure. Craig Parker joining us. Your thoughts on what you've already seen here tonight at Tuff-N-Uff?
Oh man, this is my first time being here, and man, I just seen some exciting fights, and you know, I'm so blessed to be here and watch, and be a fan of some action, instead of me always being in the action. So, man, these guys coming out, putting their hard work and showing people what they all about, and ain't no losers tonight because all these guys just put on a heck of a show, and I'm just so blessed and so happy to be here. And thank the Steiners, my team, and back home in Rock Hill, we love MMA and all different kind of sports. So, man, I'm just blessed and very grateful to be here. And, man, like I said, when I sing is just action-packed, so I won't miss another one. So I'll be here all the time, so this is very exciting.
There you go. You say there's no losers here. I mean, if anybody can take that to the bank, it's you. You know about losers. You make them for a living. All you do is make losers. 22 wins, 21 knockouts. I mean, that is phenomenal stuff. I mean, they call you Pressure for a reason. And you mentioned that you're a fan of mixed martial arts, applying your trade as a boxer. Chris, there used to be a big rivalry between boxing and MMA. That's in the past now, right?
You wish. It's back. It's weird. For me, I feel bad. I started from boxing. I came from boxing. So to be in MMA and seeing them going at each other again, like, this used to be a thing. It came back. It's never going to go away. They're two different sports, people. Just let it go. Fight about something else, please.
When you look at MMA fights, do you sort of, grade the boxing skill that we see?
Yeah, I think they throw a lot of strikes. So strikes is coming from the same thing like us with the hands and stuff like that. And, it's like I said, they just use more of their body to do different things to, get the job done. And with us, we just use our hands and footwork. So, like I said, both of us, MMA, whatever you do in boxing, we come to do one thing, and that's win. We come out here and show our talent, come out here and show what we can do. And like I said, he said he did boxing, and now he's doing MMA and mixed martial arts.
I follow the check. I go where they pay me. But, it's you're fighting, guys. At the end of the day, your MMA is you're just fighting with more tools, but boxing, you're a specialist. That's all it is. And, there's some differences. Like, you see, the range in MMA is different than boxing. Like, MMA starts at a longer range. So there is a bit difference. But at the end of the fundamentally, you are punching other people in the head. And, it's just, do you want to be a jack of all trades? Do you want to be a specialist? That's MMA and boxing.
I want to talk about the tools at hand in both sports, pun intended. And that's the fact that in MMA we wear a 4-ounce glove, in boxing a much heavier, bigger glove. Chris, there's this old saying of Mike Tyson, put him in a 4-ounce glove, that's a bad idea. I actually think the boxing glove is a way scarier weapon.
Boxing gloves hurt significantly more. I don't care who you are. I will tell you this. I've been fighting for 20-something years. Getting hit with a 4-ounce glove is nowhere near as bad as getting hit with a 10-ounce glove. You get hit with a 10-ounce glove, you feel it. 4-ounce glove, it stings. A 10-ounce glove, you're wondering who your kids are. You may not even have kids. You guys consider those some questions.
Craig, I'm curious. Have you ever wanted to punch an opponent with a 4-ounce glove on?
I never put a 4-ounce glove on, and no, I never had to want to punch somebody with a 4-ounce glove because in my field we use 16 ounces when we in the gym, and then we using 8 ounces when I'm in the ring. So no, I just never had wanted to punch somebody in the head with a glove with a 4-ounce.
Imagine punching someone with a hand wrap.
Okay.
It's essentially the same thing. It's a really hard hand wrap. There's nothing more.
Hey, I'm learning from him. Yeah, he had the experience.
I mean, Chris talked about applying his trade as a boxer and as a mixed martial arts. Have you ever envisioned yourself or trained mixed martial arts?
No, I never trained mixed martial arts, but I wrestle.
Hey, halfway there.
And a lot of people say, hey, since you wrestle and now that you box, you're getting mixed martial arts and maybe you like it and stuff like that. And I'm like, well, my wrestling days was fun and I left that behind and just focused on boxing.
You're 22 and?
22 and 0.
Yeah, you've got nothing but boxing right now. Dude, follow that till the wheels come off. At 22 and 0, you're doing something most people can't do. Ride that till the wheels come off, man.
Yeah, with my belief in God and my hard work, I believe soon to be world champion.
I'm very curious, Craig. I mean, do you still get the urge to pick someone up and dump them on their head?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I know you're probably gonna get disqualified for that.
That's true.
Boxing ring. So
true.
I said, I don't want to practice nothing. I'm probably get penalized for it. So I just focus on boxing. But like I said, seeing these guys and see what they're doing tonight, and man, it's just amazing. These two guys coming out here throwing them good kicks, big punches, and pounding ground. I see people say, man, keep hitting them with the elbow and all that stuff, and I'm like, man, this is amazing. So I'm excited.
All right,
and
Craig.
I'm a big fan.
I really appreciate you stopping by. I want to thank our friends over at Steiners for making it happen, and all the best of luck.
Thank you.
It's
All
good
right.
to
really
meet you, man.
appreciate it.
Seriously,
Nice to
it's
meet you as
awesome.
well.
All right, Tuff-N-Uff rolls on here from Las Vegas.
Fauzi Al-Sagir.
Where are you from? We're not getting a walkout. Oh, okay. Fights already. I've been out here
Back inside the Sahara in Las Vegas, the site of Tuff-N-Uff 156. I want to thank Craig Parker for stopping by once again. TJ DeSantis along with Chris Curtis. Live here, Tuff-N-Uff has brought the action to say the least. We've only got one more prelim to be had, and we've learned to expect the unexpected, a upset victory, and now time to move on to the welterweight division. Fauzi Al-Sagir making the walk, representing Detroit Jiu-Jitsu Academy, fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, making his professional debut. And what's going through the mind of an opponent when they go pro for the first time?
Well, I'll tell you what, I threw up twice. So I don't know about these guys, but I threw up twice. At the end of the day, this is the first step into the rest of your life.
Right.
That's a lot of pressure. There's lights. It's an experience. You love it, but at the same time, you hate it.
You mentioned throwing up. I remember Paul Buntello, who fought all the way to a UFC title shot. He threw up for every single professional fight, and he had a lot of fights.
I had 22 amateur fights, and I didn't stop throwing up until probably my 10th pro fight.
Wow.
I would throw up. My team laughed, I'd throw up, I'd walk out, and nothing happened. Like, they thought it was hilarious. We all handle nerves differently.
Absolutely. Fauzi making the transition to pro after a 6-fight run as an amateur. Picked up an amateur title last time out, going the full scheduled 15 minutes, so he does have gas in the tank should this go all the way. Although, as an amateur, it's broken up a little bit quicker. Is 15 minutes as an amateur significantly different than 15 minutes as a pro?
It is, because think about that, 15 minutes in the amateur gives you 4 breaks. That minute break is the world of difference. A 5-minute round versus a 3-minute round are drastically different. You'll feel like, oh, this is 3 minutes in a 5-minute round. So losing those breaks does a lot. But, he's coming out of Parada. He's got a good gym. He's got Ronnie Marks in his corner as a coach. Ronnie Marks is going to make sure he's doing the 5-minute rounds hard. Like, Ronnie Marks takes it seriously. He's a big, serious man. I have no doubt he's prepared for it.
All right, the amateur career officially in the rear view. Fauzi Al-Sagir has arrived as a pro.
First step to the cage, professional mixed martial artist.
We'll see what he can do here in Las Vegas. Time for his opponent to make the walk back to Justin Bernard.
Bryce Cook.
Here comes Bryce Cook. Undefeated as a pro, 1-0. Picked up his first win over Chris Kingery by TKO in round number 1. And, nothing better than winning your first pro fight. Well, I guess maybe winning your second pro fight.
Hey, winning them all would be preferred. But, he's coming out here. He's already had his first step in the cage as a pro. He's picked up his first win. Now anyone can win once. It's trickier to do 2, 3, 4, stack them up, get that momentum. We talked about before, momentum matters in this sport. So he's really right now looking forward to keeping that momentum. No one wants to start over.
And for Cook, it was almost kind of starting over in a roundabout way in his pro debut because he avenged an amateur loss. So kind of circled back to being an amateur, picked up a win he wasn't able to on the amateur scene, and got it where it'll follow him forever as that pro record does never reset.
And I respect it. As a very petty individual, I would love that. If I can get one back from Navy, I would love it. I respect it. Leave no stone unturned. There is no forgiveness.
All right, our featured prelim almost ready to go as welterweights are inside the Tuff-N-Uff cage. We shall take a look at the tail of the tape. This powered by Motion, always forward. 32 years old is the undefeated Bryce Cook. He welcomes the 26-year-old pro newcomer Fozzy Al-Shagar. It is Cook that stands 2 inches taller, but it's Fozzy that will have a 1-inch reach advantage. All right, for our official introductions of this featured prelim, we go to Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, this professional bout is scheduled for 3 5-minute rounds in the Tuff-N-Uff welterweight division. Introducing to you first, fighting out of the blue corner. He's a mixed martial artist making his professional debut. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 171 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Fozzy Al-Shagar. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. He's a striker, holding a professional record, 1 win, 0 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 170.8 pounds. Fighting out of Las Vegas, Nevada, Bryce "Bricky" Cook. And when the action begins, your referee in charge, Big John McCarthy.
Big John McCarthy getting this assignment, our featured prelim, as professional welterweights are inside the Tuff-N-Uff cage. It is Fozzy Al-Shagar taking on Bryce Cook. TJ DeSantis along with Chris Curtis, we are underway. Ooh, good kick to the body there by Cook.
I'm anxious to see, does Al-Shagar settle in? Like, there's got to be nerves right now. This is a big moment for you. Next step in your career, your life. Can he settle in?
Getting after it here early.
Beautiful leg kick by Bricky.
We mentioned that initial professional victory for Cook. That little bit of experience at the pro level, is that really an advantage?
It's mental. It's confidence. It's confidence going in. Howard, like he feels good. He knows he's won. He knows he can win at a pro level. So you do feel good going forward. It's that confidence you have. Right here, he's settling in. He seems pretty calm. He doesn't look out of place.
Dealing with the pressure from Al-Shagar well is Cook, covering up and trying to fire back in kind. Now Fozzy lowers his level, tries to shoot in, settles for a clinch.
I would say Al-Shagar looks a little manic right now. Like that, he hasn't settled into the fight. Everything he does is very twitchy. He's very touch and go, touch and go. He's got to settle into it. This is where that first fight, that difference comes in, where Bricky's been here. Howard Bryce has been here. He's done this already. He's not as worried. He's been under the lights. Al-Shagar's got to figure out a way to settle down, settle in, and get going.
Cook does a great job at pummeling in and then reversing position on the cage. Went high with that knee to the body, does so again. Al-Shagar able to briefly get off the fence. Coming up on 2 minutes of elapsed time.
Al-Shagar, construction worker, and I have no doubt because he is built like a construction worker. Like that's a thick man for 170. And right now, this is smart. Slow it down. Use that size. Use that weight. He seems like a bigger person than Cook. So use that size. Use that weight. Like wear on him. Hold on. Like make him carry.
Nice utilization of head pressure briefly there by Cook. And now trying to reach down for those legs is Al-Shagar.
This is where elbows come into play. Al-Shagar works to the back, locks the hands.
Got that left hook in. Has to bail on that left hook. Keeping the pressure on, comes high with the knee, evaded by Cook. And now coming into unfamiliar territory for Al-Shagar as he's into the 3rd minute of this professional fight. And, of course, as an amateur, you break after 3 minutes.
You can hear Al-Sagir's corner telling him to, hey, breathe, relax. And, his corner's being very smart, taking reining in, find your moments.
Well, it sounds like a silly thing to suggest, but a lot of fighters really need to remember to not hold their breath in a fight.
It's very easy to hold your breath when you're fighting. You start going, you want to do anything hard, you tend to hold your breath, which is, counterproductive. But it's just a part of it. Especially right now, you're in here, there's another guy hitting you in the face, you're not going to think clearly. But this is where having a good corner comes in. His corner is right now telling him what to do. It's nice to not have to think. When you have a corner who's knowledgeable and you trust, they'll think for you, which is very, very helpful.
I think about the relationship between two icons in MMA, Mark Coleman and Kevin Randleman. And Kevin Randleman said his whole job in the corner of Coleman was to say breathe and try to avoid Mark from turning purple.
If you know Mark Coleman, you know how funny that is. But yeah, man, the corner relationship plays a huge part in this game. And right now, Al-Sagir's corner is trying to keep him calm. Keep him calm, work, tell him to work, but breathe. Secures the takedown.
That's big here as we head down the stretch of this opening round.
But now this is a choice you have to make and kind of learn is, do we want to do damage or do we want to do control? Right now, he's kind of splitting the difference, which is good. You don't have to finish him here. Do some damage. There's 20 seconds left in the fight in this round. Do some damage. I always say, if the round's ending, hurt him for next round. Don't let him go back to his corner feeling good.
And it really makes a statement to finish the round on top, and he's in a good position to do so as he takes the back. Trying to attack that rear naked choke, short time. Looks like Cook is going to survive. But a solid 5 minutes there. And Al-Sagir finishes in top position. All right, 1 down, 2 to go. Live from Las Vegas, you're watching Tuff-N-Uff 156, powered by Motion. All right, 1 round in the books, 2 to go. Corner taking a look here at Cook. Now McCarthy now having a word with him.
Things warning him about keeping the hands closed. He had an inadvertent eye poke, I believe, in the beginning of the first round. So, Big John being serious, reminding, hey, control your weapons at all times. But right now, remember, this is a pro fight, so what's going to matter a lot here is how do we recover between rounds.
And Cook, he finishes pro debut within the first round, so this is the second round of his professional career.
For both men, ooh. Beautiful looping left by Al-Sagir, but he gets put up against the cage. I don't think that felt too good for Cook, so he slows it down.
Now attacking these legs here is Cook, see if he can secure this takedown. Al-Sagir goes for the ride. Ooh, nice left hands here for Cook.
That was a nasty takedown. That could not have felt good on Al-Sagir's arm. It made me wince a little bit.
Al-Sagir able to get to a knee. Now standing on the leg here is Cook.
Which is...
Ooh, attacking with some vicious hammer fists.
Good break by Al-Sagir and not letting himself get trapped there. But Cook's keeping him on the cage, just not letting him back off.
You stand on my leg, that's like an insult to injury.
Oh, it sucks. It makes it hard to get up, and it's just so uncomfortable. But those are the small things you have to do, and it's good on Cook for knowing that.
And you talk about discomfort. I mean, obviously they're fighting, they're trying to hurt one another, but when you can make your opponent uncomfortable in odd ways, sometimes it can play on them mentally.
Well, it's one of the big parts of fighting. If I can make you think, oh
my.
Big right hand. I don't even know if that landed. I think he kind of fell trying to go under it, but he comes back up quick for the single leg. But yeah, if I can make you uncomfortable and have to think about it for one moment, that gives me one moment you're not thinking about what I do next. Double underhooks by Cook. He's fighting hard here not to get his legs trapped and let him get down, get his grip down lower. Also here trying to work behind, get that body lock, drag him down to the mat. Cook's got to free his hands here. There he goes.
Nicely done by Cook to turn back into Al-Shagir. And now
Al-Shagir drops low, gets it, yeah.
Both men have hit takedowns here in this fight, now trying to step over the top here for this leg ride.
Cook's looking a little worn here. He's looking a little weathered here. I think he spent a lot of energy in the opening of this round, so now he's got to work his way back up. And Al-Shagir looks like a big, big dude, so it's never fun having to work your way up from these positions.
I thought you were going to say Cook is looking a little bit cooked here.
I missed it. I missed it.
Oh, trying to wrap up this rear naked choke here is Al-Shagir.
Nope. Cook's got to, I think he's on his neck. There you go, turning back into
him. Nicely done there.
Good escape. Stacks him against the cage.
Bryce Cook now going to work here from top position.
Al-Shagir can't settle here. He started well in this round, but like this is an easy way, same thing with the amateurs, to burn clock and lose time. He cannot settle here. But getting your head smashed against the cage is never a good time, especially being bald. It's just a cheese grater. So you're kind of limited to where you can go right now. But yeah, getting your head dragged down that cage is never a good time.
I don't know why, but I took offense to that comment.
It's a weakness of the bald head. There are strengths, but there are weaknesses. Good body work by Cook, just keeping him uncomfortable, scoring that damage.
Trying to get upright here is Al-Shagir. Utilize that knee shield to make some space. He gets back upright.
Beautiful knee by Cook.
I mean, the ebb and flow of this match, it's been back and forth. 90 seconds remain here in the second.
I think this grappling exchange is really worn on Al-Shagir. He looks, he didn't look happy in that clinch. And he's a little bit less aggressive with the attack. Good knee attempt. Just short of reaching Cook. Cook's got to free this arm and break his grip again.
Trying to get this takedown here is Al-Shagir.
Singles off to a double. He's got that. He can get it. He can lock his hands. He can get it. But he's got to bring his hips in. A sign of fatigue is the rounded back here. His hips are away. He's got to bring his hips in and lift him up instead of trying to drag him out. But Cook is making him pay for this. There we go.
Al-Shagir able to secure that takedown. 45 seconds left here in the second.
Cook can't let himself settle here. He can still win this round, but he cannot allow himself to settle.
Butterfly hooks here for Cook.
Ooh, nice right hand by Al-Shagir.
You can see Al-Shagir just taking a moment here from top position. I mean, you can see the effort and wear showing on the cardio here of Al-Shagir.
I did not.
Interesting closing moments to the second round.
Yeah, hopefully we'll get a replay here. Apparently there was yet another eye poke being claimed.
All right, we'll see if we can get a look at it, but let's take a brief pause as two are down, one more to go. Live from Las Vegas, you're watching Tuff-N-Uff, powered by Motion.
When I'm looking for a new vehicle, my priorities are reliability and low prices. That's why I come to United Nissan, the Valley's low price leader, where every new vehicle comes with a never-ending warranty. That means your vehicle's engine and transmission are covered for life. United Nissan, low prices, lifetime coverage.
10 minutes down, 5 to go here between Bryce Cook and Fauzi Al-Shagir. TJ DeSantis along with Chris Curtis, and we can see the wear and tear. It's playing a toll on both men here. It looks like Bryce Cook relatively fresh, though, as we head into the final 5.
Yeah, training for 10 minutes and fighting for 10 minutes are very, very different things. Both guys are starting to feel it, but looks like Cook's a little bit more composed at the moment. Big, deep breath by Al-Shagir. He's got to rein that in. We always say, you can't let your opponent see that.
All right, final 5 minutes between these welterweights, our featured prelim of the night. You're watching Tuff-N-Uff 156, powered by Motion.
Al-Shagir's legs don't look stable right now. That is a lot of fatigue. You got to be careful showing your opponent. Ooh, good combo by Cook. Al-Shagir's balance looks a bit off. He's tired. He's feeling it. Digs deep for it. He's in on the singles and try to finish that on a double. Cooks can't let him get this again. Al-Sagir is burning a lot of clock doing this. And we're down. Oh, man, Cook gave that one away.
We got that leg ride here for his effort, did Al-Sagir. See if he can utilize it to land some punishment.
Yeah, like Dagestani Mermaid on the cage is not where you really want to be. It's just one of the worst places to be if a guy's got a good Dagestani Mermaid.
Nice elbows here from Al-Sagir.
Always nice to see elbows with like starting pros because you forget about them.
Right.
You go through so much of your early career forgetting about elbows. It's good to see them use them because you'll see high-level pros suddenly remember, oh yeah, I can elbow.
Al-Sagir's got that right hook in. Coming up on 90 seconds of elapsed time.
Oh, he's fishing for that choke. Oh, I can't. Yeah, Cook's got to keep that elbow elevated. There we go, yeah. Keep it across the jaw and just elevate the elbow. Something people don't do a lot is when that choke gets in, push it up. Push the elbow up. You can kind of buy yourself some time. Cook did. But he's still in a bad way here. You cannot let a guy sit, this back mount, quarter mount, and just tee off on you. You're losing points, you're taking damage, you're losing the round.
And it's been a close fight, too, so you're going to have to earn every sort of ebb and flow and momentum swing. We'll see what Cook can do here. Not a lot of output from Al-Sagir, but he's in a great position to maybe take over down the stretch.
At this point, you don't need the output. Control time's going to win the match. Cook has to make a choice right now. I know you're tired, but you have to make the choice to get up. He may drag you back down again, but you have to make the choice to get up because nothing sucks worse for the guy on top than the guy just getting up from under you. It drains your gas tank, it drains your spirit, but you can't stay down here right now. You're just burning clock and losing the round.
Past the halfway point here of this third and final round. Going to work with that right hand now, trying to switch back to that rear naked.
Also, Al-Sagir says right now, this part of his life, this fighting and doing everything else, going pro is the most exciting moment of his life, the most exciting thing for him. And he looks like to be on his way to having his first professional win. So it's going to be an amazing night in the Al-Sagir household if it keeps up this way.
He would love to leave, no doubt, and get a finish. He's got 1:45 left to secure it. We mentioned Al-Sagir has gone 15 minutes, but he did so as an amateur. Safe to say this is a much different experience, but at times we were questioning, would he have the cardio to get back in the fight? The answer is most definitely yes, and he's utilizing a body triangle as we're heading closer and closer to the final minute.
He definitely hit his second win, third round, and he's got a body triangle in now. Cook has a lot of deficit that can work out of right now. He's kind of working himself into a pit here. He can't sit here. We talked about before the back attack and now the body triangle. He's got to spend the energy to get up. I just don't think he has it right now.
Now we're into the final minute. Trying to get another look at that rear naked.
I think he's in a position to defend well enough. He's got the bottom arm tied up. He's just stuck. And this is a position that lost me quite a few fights early on in my career until I had to master the way to get out. But this can be such a massive time sink for the guy on bottom figuring out how to do this. But Al-Sagir doesn't need to finish him right now. He just needs to get the W. And it looks to be on his way. I enjoy that he's at least staying active.
Yeah, he's trying. I mean, he knows not a lot of time. He needs to make sure he doesn't hit the back of the head. Final 10 seconds of the fight.
Well, he said he sees himself in the UFC in 5 years. Robert Whittaker's his favorite fighter, good guy and a family man. Tonight, he probably takes the first steps to getting that, reaching that road.
Both men raise their hands. Judge is going to do some math to figure this one out. Let's take a quick look at some highlights here as we go 15 full. Promotion Fight Recap, narrated by Chris Curtis.
Now, we've got both guys came out, started pretty strong. We were worried about Al-Sagir's cardio, but he was relentless on hitting these takedowns, staying with them. I'm not sure if that was a knockdown or what. We had a couple of eye poke maybes there. But Al-Shaqir did a really good job of just hunting these takedowns over and over. Cook did have his moments on top, but Al-Shaqir was the one who refused to give up on these takedowns, and he just maintained so much control.
Yeah, bottom line, I mean, that third round was probably the most dominant round of them all. Al-Shaqir able to lock up that body triangle, really make a statement in the final 5 minutes. But the judges will decide who gets their hand raised. For Bryce Cook, he hopes to remain undefeated, picking up his second win. For Fauzi Al-Shaqir, he hopes to go 1-0 as a pro. Looks like the math has been done. Get our fighters to the center and close out our prelims.
Least favorite part of fighting is math.
My least favorite part of life is math.
That's why I started fighting, like I get away from math. Yet here we are, it finds me again.
Then they like call out combos in number form, and I can't decode that.
My algebra teacher in high school was laughing at me as we speak.
All right, for our official decision, we go to Justin Bernard.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. Judge Bell scores about 29-28, Al-Shaqir. Judge Bird scores about 29-28, Cook. And Judge D'Amato scores about 29-28 for the winner by split decision, Bryce "Bricky" Cook.
Well, never say never. Bryce Cook gets his hand raised. A split decision victory goes his way, and you know, critics of the 10-point must system gonna have some fodder for their cannon as...
I know you're in a rush to get out and get changed. Hey, but well, we're on Fight Pass. You came out with the win tonight. It was a close call. It was a back-and-forth war on the ground. It looked like he kept you down there. What was the game plan coming in against a very ready Fauzi Al-Shaqir?
So everybody asked me, you know, what is he, striker, grappler? I said, he's just a tough motherfucker. He's a tough guy. Like, he's gonna come for blood, and I gotta come for it too.
And it showed it tonight, and it looked like you were ready. What was the game plan coming in against him with your team?
Man, wrestle and get damage when we're in the open. He's a tough guy. He's gonna be hard to put damage on and put him away, so we knew it was gonna be a 3-round war. And as a fighter, you can only hope for a fight like that.
And you came out on top. Congratulations. You want to thank anybody out here tonight?
Man, my opponent, I want to thank him. I wouldn't be here if he didn't show up. I've had a lot of pullouts, and I hate that, so I thank him.
Well, shout out to Fauzi and you tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Bryce "Bricky" Cook.
Bryce Cook getting it done. Split decision victory as we close out the prelims here in Las Vegas. TJ DeSantis along with Chris Curtis. I was saying, you know, before Justin did the interview that, you know, critics of the 10-point must system might be able to have a little bit of fodder for their cannon. Looking at that fight as a whole, it definitely finished with momentum on the side of Fauzi Al-Shaqir, but 2 of the judges thought it was already decided.
You got to remember, with judging criteria, it's all subjective. There is a criteria, but everyone's looking for certain things. Everyone scores things differently. Even your position cage side determines what you see and how you score. So you never quite know what judges are seeing, which is why we hear the age-old adage, never leave it in the hands of the judges.
Absolutely. Math decides that one, but we started with a night of finishes, and it all leads up to our main card, of course, headed your way exclusively on UFC Fight Pass. But before we get there, let's take a look at some of the action that played out tonight over the course of our prelims here in Las Vegas. Tuff-N-Uff 156, powered by Motion Pouches. Now, just a phenomenal performance by Omar Russo, the sniper, showing why he is a hot prospect, to say the least. Then we saw Kessler Avad. He picked up a great highlight reel stoppage over Francisco Vasquez III. Dennis Pino, the menace, he was definitely a menace in there, a game Andre Martin, but Pino is the one who gets his hand raised tonight. He's won 4 in a row. It was Arthur Duflo, the submission wizard, who took this fight to the floor, but it was the Idaho native who had the last laugh. Owen the Seal, Robinette seals it with a darce, and then controversy potentially. Depends on where you come down, but we see a split decision. It was Fauzi Al-Shagir who was in control in the third, but ultimately it is Bryce Cook who gets his hand raised. He remains undefeated as a pro. All right, more action headed your way. Our main card live and exclusive on UFC Fight Pass.